Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, John. It's a pleasure, it's a privilege to be here speaking to you. This is a very important event for us. Do we have that? Okay, we have that. That's my name. Institutional relations. It's my job here at the Organizing Committee in Rio is to take care of relations with the three levels of government that we have in Brazil. City, state, and federal, and in everything that's not related to the construction of the games, to the infrastructure of the games, and also to civil society, unions, NGOs, and all the and also international relations. One of the reasons I'm here, and IOC, IPC relations. So I think we can go next. Another one, this beautiful view. This is our vision, you know, all Brazilians uniting to deliver the greatest festival on earth, proudly advancing through sport. It's an opportunity for us in Brazil. We got it at the right time. It's a long-term project. We started in the 90s, back in the 90s, looking for a way of Brazil stabilize the economy. We started to grow, so our Olympic committee decided it was time to start thinking about the Olympic Games. So we tried, and then we got in the year 2000 the General Assembly of the IOC, so that all delegates could come to Rio and see Rio. And then we had the competition from São Paulo, our first victory. And then we went on, and we decided the best way to go was to first we had the 2002 South American Games, and then the 2007 Pan American Games. In the Pan American Games, we had to show the world that we could do it. We were prepared to do it. We were a large proportion of our venues were built to Olympic standards. So we have here our mission: excellent games, of course, different, the same as London, but different. With memorable celebrations, you know how to celebrate in Brazil. To promote the global image of Brazil is very important for us. Social or urban sustainable transformation through sports. Sports is a tool to social transformation. We have, you know, the social debt that we have in Brazil that we have to overcome. The games are an excellent tool for that. And in the end, to contribute to the growth of the Olympic and Paralympic movements. Why? It's a new market. Brazil is going to effectively contribute to that because it's a growing economy. It's our strategic pillars, technical excellence, that's where you go in. We are going to get the best from the world to show the world that Brazil is prepared, that Brazil is a modern economy, that we can use the best technology and deliver excellent games. Memorable celebration, of course, I said it before, global image of Brazil, sustainable transformation through sport, and the growth of Olympic and Paralympic Games, as I said before. So we are, is it good? Okay, good. So the creation of the Rio 2016, it was created the Organizing Committee and Paralympic Committee. The purpose of is to organize. We have to, as I said, we're the governments, the three levels of government and the private sector in Brazil. That's very important because there is a significant number of PPPs, public partnerships in the games. They will deliver the infrastructure. As I say, they build the theater and we do the show. So the private sector, the three levels of government, the federal, state, and city, together with us, with the IOC. So they build the infrastructure, and our job is to do the show. And my job is that, you know, to facilitate this, you know, to make it possible vis-a-vis the government. And as I said before, main expenses, our budget is operation. We do the operation, we do the show. You see, it's games operation, workforce, ceremonies, information system, torch relay, everything that's related to the show. And the governments, they have to supply the rest, and together with the private sector, either through PPPs, public partnerships, or through direct investment with public money. So you see the budget. You know, our budget it's going to be a bit more if you put inflation, about maybe $3.5 billion. And but our idea, you see, 31% will come from the IOC. 45% for private money in Brazil from sponsors, and 24% public money. In fact, our goal is to have 100% of the games financed through sponsors, either the IOC or the Brazilian national sponsors. We have been, each category that we launch, we have been heavily oversubscribed. So I think we're going to be able, but in the end, we have this 24%, which is about $700 million as a strategic reserve for anything at the end of the games. But we don't intend to use it. See, and then we have the government. So it's a bid figure. So it's going to be different than that because in the bid figure, we didn't have the extension of the subway, the privatization of the airport, and many other modifications from 2008 to now. So of the infrastructure, we see you have 34% was in progress, 35% was planned already, was there in the shelves, and 31% is additional. So only 1/3 is going to be new for us in terms of see, it's our infrastructure. You see our governance. You have the General Assembly, the Fiscal Council. They check our expenditures. The Executive Council, they take and then the other are more, the Director Council. But the two blue ones, you see, control body. These are the two important bodies for us. And then it's you see Carlos Nunes is the president, our president, Leonardo Greiner, and then we have the main directors, our executive directors, and me, myself, as institutional director, and Mr. Villanova, and the legal is very important to us because it's to international law. We have to adapt to Brazilian law through the Brazilian law system. So this is our workforce. Right now it's about 300 something. We are moving to new. They're building our office is going to be in one of those container buildings. They're building for us in Rio, close to. It's interesting because they're going to be building it as we grow, and then not demolish, but send it somewhere else as we at the end of the games as we shrink. So this is the technical project. This is we see the 4 clusters: Deodoro, Maracanã, Barra, Copacabana, linked by what we call the transportation system that's being built to link all 4 clusters, the 4 zones, as I say. And then we have this is Maracanã. This is Engenhão. Let me see. This is sports venues. See, this 47% existing is our legacy from the Pan Am Games, and the temporary 25% and the 28% new. In those temporary, you have to include the swimming venue, because we have built a swimming stadium for 12,000 spectators. And then after Beijing, they decided to change it to the Swimming Federation to change it to 18,000. So it became immediately obsolete. So we're going to use it for diving and other sports. And now we're going to have golf for the first time. Rio is going to have the first public golf course in Brazil, because golfing is in Brazil, it's identified with the upper class, very exclusive clubs. So the idea that Brazil, the middle class is growing, is to introduce a public golfing in Brazil. And rugby, I don't know about rugby, but rugby maybe. Throw the ball backwards. But anyway, and then you have paracanoa and paratriathlon. This is the Barra Zone, where the Olympic Park is located. And most of the Olympic sports are going to take place there, 54% and 59% of the Paralympic in 15 venues. This is the Barra Zone. You see the yellow triangle is the Olympic Park. This is the Olympic Park. The project that was won by Econ, a British architectural. And then we have the Rio Center, which is the exhibition center of Rio de Janeiro, which is there already. It's just they'll have to do some overlay to organize it, to prepare it. And then we have, kind of slow here. This is the golf course. Very nice setting, you know, in front of the lake. Beautiful. This is the media center, the broadcasting centers. This is private. 2 minutes, okay. I gotta go do it fast, but you know, the media village. I told them to send me the shorter version, but you know. The Olympic Paralympic. This is a private sector that is building. The media center, they are all going to become shopping center and residential areas after the games. So the Olympic Park. Sorry, this is the Olympic Park, which is a beautiful project in Barra da Tijuca. Very nice location. Is going after the games is going to become the Brazilian Olympic Training Center. This is the Copacabana Zone. You know, 100% overlay. 14 Olympic sports. 18. This is the we have the marina, which is a concession to the private sector. The Flamengo Park, which is going to be an overlay. Okay. Copacabana Stadium, too, for the beach volleyball. And the Lagoa Rodrigo de Freitas, which is a very nice setting, very nice project, very nice legacy to rowing in Rio. And the Copacabana Fort, which is the triathlon and marathon swimming. I hope the sea is going to cooperate, the weather. So this is the Lagoa Stadium, which is very nice. The Marina da Glória. It's all very nice project. This is Maracanã after, you know, you saw the old picture of Maracanã. That's the new one for the games. The Maracanã Zone is almost ready. The Sambódromo, we're going to have athletics, marathon, and archery in the Paralympic sports. And also ready the Maracanãzinho Arena for volleyball. It was ready for the Pan Am Games. Also the Maracanã Stadium here, as you have seen, is being refurbished. João Avelange Stadium, which is ready. They're going to urbanize the surrounding areas. So they sent me the long show. This is the Maracanã is being demolished. Sambódromo too. This is the Deodoro Zone, which is an area that belongs to the Army. They are going to provide the Olympic Park is where the racetrack, Rio racetrack is right now. It's going to move to the Deodoro Zone. And we have the equestrian, it's all built for the Pan Am Games. The equestrian center is going to be adapted for the Olympic Games. It's there already. The X Park is going to be built. Okay. The Deodoro Arena, too, is going to be new. And the high-performance transport ring, which is fundamental for us, for the spectators, linking we have the subway line, the BRT, Transoeste. That's going to be the greatest legacy for Rio after the games. You see all because it's going to be all connected. You're going to be able to go from the rail system into the subway, into the BRT system. And it's the first time we're going to have this is the port project, which is a PPP, another private-public partnership. That's going to around 7 billion. Thank you very much. Sorry for that.
No, thank you very much.
I had to rush.